Yo guys, Leggy here and welcome to a new video. In this video I'm going to be discussing my top picks for this month crypto. So before we get into the video, I'm just going to say, like every crypto YouTuber says, I'm not a financial advisor and do your own research before investing in anything. Also guys, if you're a new investor, make sure, well, a good way to invest is to make sure that you try to accumulate Bitcoin with your gains from your altcoins, and to make sure you're not greedy, you sell in increments on the way to the top, and then you try and pick it up when the market dips to try and accumulate your Bitcoin. An alternative to this could be, instead of accumulating Bitcoin, is to just diversify your portfolio. Anyway guys, as well as having a percentage of Bitcoin in your portfolio, like I believe everyone should have, the first other major coin, which won't come to any surprise, is having a bit of ETH. So later this year, it's predicted to have a triple halvening. So guys, I'm going to take us to this tweet which explains what I'm on about. And it says, difficult to be worried knowing ETH is a triple halvening event coming up in July. There will no longer be a supply floor and there is a continuous flow of ETH being locked into the ETH2 deposit contract. And he's very bullish with that last statement, but I must say, so am I. So guys, I'm going to continue with a couple what I would consider safe bets, but the video will progressively get more like moonshotty. So if you're looking for those like coins which can, you know, more than 5x, skip the video a bit. But the next one we're going to look at is Cardano, and this one seems to come out from, you know, the dead really. So I did hold like a decent amount of Cardano, but I sold it around about the top really, just under. So its all-time high is just over $3, and I probably sold it around about 260, 270, and I've recently got back in. But a big development has happened because Coinbase has allowed staking for Cardano. Now it's offering roughly 3.75% on Cardano. You can get higher than that staking privately. So if you're familiar with crypto, I'd do that. But this is a great option for people starting out. It also means that there's obviously a lot of new investors who invest purely on seeing those returns. So I think that it'll be a great option, and it means that you'll get more people into Cardano holding it for the APY. Also, it has recently hit $420 million TVL, which is total value locked. With all this, not in the immediate future, but I can see it testing all-time highs and going slightly past it. There's also this graph I like to stick on the screen here, which is very, in my opinion, a bit hopium here, because if you zoom into the graph, it goes all the way up to $11 for ADA, and that would consider an insane market cap. But just in the sense of looking at the general patterns, it does show a really interesting sign that, and it seems to be playing out roughly, because if you guys don't know, ADA is up quite a bit over the past couple of days, but it does seem like ADA is going to be on the rise. So guys, the next coin we're going to be on about is Quant, my favourite one on the list. I am so bullish on Quant. It's my favourite coin on this list. I absolutely love it, as it solves interoperability, a huge problem in the crypto space, and two parts of news has recently come out. So apparently it will begin trading on Kraken on March 29th, which is a decently sized platform. And also in recent news, it is actually, people have said that it's going to be involved in the Parliament blockchain group due to this document being released. So guys, the next one we're going to look at is Chainlink, and this is another brilliant one. But the main reason I put it into this video is it's currently trading around $16.32, which I think is an excellent entry point. And it hasn't had that breakout which everyone thought it would be, and it's also down from its all-time high. So on around this time last year, on about September last year, it was trading around about $52. And as I said, people thought it was going to go so much more up than that, but then you had like the dip in the market. So guys, the next coin I'm going to be talking about is Crow, the Crypto.com coin. So if you guys don't know, Crypto.com offers cards which you can get cash back on stuff, and you can get better benefits from staking more Crow, as there's different tiers of their reward system. Also, in my opinion, it's a massively growing platform due to their amount of advertising. They put loads of money, as shown by their recent announcement yesterday, where they literally said that they're going to sponsor the World Cup, which is happening later in this year, which I believe will actually lead to a massive amount in their users. So guys, we're going to talk about ApeCoin, which is a bit of a risky one to buy into at the moment because the price hasn't stabilised, because it got released like about a week ago. So, and there's not enough data to really talk much about it. But Yuga Labs, which is the people behind the whole thing, they recently acquired CryptoPunks, and it seems they're acquiring some really high NFT projects. So I really think, obviously, they're going to be one of the biggest projects in the NFT space, meaning I think there's a lot of room for growth. The only problem is that there's people out there who have got massive amounts of the token due to airdrops, due to owning NFTs from them. I believe their project is strong enough that I think it's a worthy investment. So guys, the next one we're going to be talking about is Illuvium. It's gone a bit quiet. There's a lot of hype around it towards the end of last year. And it's well off its all-time high, which is over $1,000. But at the moment, it's sitting around about $460. And it's been on the increase. It went down to 380 in the dip like about a month ago, where I did pick a little bit more up, and I've been slowly accumulating it. I've been dollar cost averaging it into it. But I think the artwork in this is phenomenal. It's going to be a pay to win. I think if you brought into this one, it would be definitely a hold until release date. They're aiming for a release in the latter stages of 2022. But I think it will be a phenomenal game. So DAG is one of my favourite ones on this list. I've been proper excited about this project and the two others I'm going to mention in a minute. So these three are sort of like in a circle, like, yeah, which like the people who own one tend to own all three. So you got Constellation, Alchemy, and Lattice Exchange. There's been an announcement that it's going to be listed on Gate.io, which is always good. Stuff being listed on more exchanges. And also 55.3 of circulating supply was staked in February, which is absolutely mad. So the Alchemy Exchange, which is ADS for token, is the world's first decentralized ad exchange. And they've got a nice little video on their Twitter, which I will link down in the description, that explains what they're all about. But if you look at their tokenomics, I think it's brilliant. I think all three of these tokens are worth the punt. So guys, also we're going to be looking at Lattice Exchange, which is the first decentralized finance application built with Ethereum, and Constellation's hypergraph transfer protocols. So as I said, these are all linked. And they have just released their interface for the Door Traffic Miner rewards distribution, which is pretty big. Although if you look at the graph on this one, LTX has increased a fair amount within the last couple of weeks. So if you're going to pick this one up, I would probably wait for a dip. But due to the nature of the coin only being listed on KuCoin and a couple other smaller exchanges, which doesn't have like the main user base, I still think there's a lot of growth in this one, because all it needs to do is get onto a Binance or one of those.